Hello, hello, hello. Today I'm gonna go over the Tier 8 Czech tank destroyer, the premium tank destroyer, called ShPTK-TVP. Well, ShPTK-TVP. I'm just gonna call it the PTK. And this tank, I can say it out loud, I'm liking it already. I have played roughly 10 to 15 battles, and it feels like it's gonna have a ridiculous game sometimes. It's not for everyone, but I think in general people are gonna enjoy the tank, whoever gets it. Well, whoever, when you get your hands on it, if you're gonna get your hands on this tank. To start off, the gun is the whole point of this thing, and it's an absolutely phenomenal gun with one weakness. And literally one weakness, and that is the shell velocity that I am pretty much struggling here to cope with. The AP pen is 270. You did not hear that wrong. It's 270 AP pen with the 897 shell velocity. So you're gonna struggle with the long range sniping on light tanks, like I perfectly demonstrated here. Don't do that. Aim better than what I do. And then we have the heat shell, which is 330 heat pen and a 795 shell velocity. It's even slower, but man, that 330 heat pen. I don't know many tier 8s that will actually withstand this frontally. We will tear them apart a lot. And this tank is, since you have the kind of bad shell velocity, you're gonna look more for these heavies, these slower lumbering tanks around on the battlefield, like this IS-6 that we found here. Break the house, so we have an opening, and we have an easy time to score some hits on him. But it doesn't stop there to what's amazing. The HE. You have 100 pen with the HE, and you have a 900 shell velocity. So your HE is, well, it's the fastest one, but it's like 3 meters per second faster than the AP, so it's very similar. So it's very easy to, you know, to cooperate between to change between the two type of ammos to whatever is gonna suit your need. And here I'm looking for both the IS-6 and the ELC. I feel like I can open that, maybe. Can I dodge? Nope, but my gun can soak up the damage. That's all good. We have a gun depression of -6 and a gun elevation of +20. So we cannot really play like amazing cooldowns, but we are, you know, it's not uncomfortable around the battlefield. It's enough. The other thing about the gun, is you obviously already noticed, is the gun handling. It's really good. Just this gun handling, just be able to, it is virtually no bloom because you have such a fast aim time, and the ground resistance is, well, the ground resistance, how the tank moves around on the ground is, it doesn't affect the gun too much. It has a standard dispersion of 0.29. Standard, I think you go down to like 24 or something like that. I think I am 24, 25. Can't remember exactly. You can obviously push it down even further if you want to. And this Udes, like he really got a rude awakening. Oh, and also that I forgot to mention, the damage as well shifts tremendously. You have 250 damage with the AP and the heat, but with the HE you have 400. Now this thing is gonna absolutely devastate around on the battlefield if it's left alone, and it's quick to snap up targets like that as well. You don't have to, you have a kind of a fast rotating turret as well. It's not slow. You are literally a bane of doom around the battlefield. You can stay on a sort of medium sniping distance, not super long. You can snipe on super long distance, obviously, but if you stay on that distance, you can have a really good time with this tank. Oh yeah, the aim time is 1.25 standard. No fuffens or anything. Here I'm loading HE. Oh, poor little thing. Oh, that was some boomer aim just now. I wish I didn't have the boomerang, but I'm getting there, I'm getting there. But the gun is so stable. These new tank destroyers with turret that Wargame had come out with, they are so good in just playing with them. This Rev has no idea. Poor thing. Completely new tank. Wanna rush in and shoot it. No can do. And now we get to see this fast firing really add up. This further gets in one while we get comfortable for on him. We look up to see if there's anything else around here. You have 66 ammo, and you will be using all of these types of ammo because you don't want to shoot the heat on this, you know, light tanks when they move around the battlefield. You can just load. My loadout is like 30, 20, 15, but I'm thinking around 12 HE and then mid with the AP and HE. You could go more HE and reduce your AP and just make sure you use the HE when you're sniping the light tanks in the beginning of the battle. It's kinda how I wanna do things with this tank. This has a little bit leeway, I would say. Of course, with a build like that, or with a build like that, with a loadout like that, you're gonna be very, very hampered. Very hampered. Somewhat hampered when there's a lot of heavies. And here I'm not noticing I'm loading HE because I'm playing around with intuition. Hoping my ELC is gonna move up quickly with me. Confusion. Realizing now, oh, I have HE. Aye. The tank also got quite good mobility as well. But I'll get more into that to the next battle when we can get to move around more. I guess we kind of did move around a lot with on this map. Can we get the last kill as well? I don't think so. I think the Charioteer got that one. But let's hop into the next game. And here we go in the next game. I'm going to showcase a little bit more mobility and movement of this tank. The one thing I forgot to mention about the gun is the standard DPM. It's 2,897. It's almost 3,000 DPM standard without a ram or anything. That's with AP and heat. With HE, you have 4,867. With HE DPM, you have 4,867. I have no freaking clue how it's just astonishingly high for this tank. for any tank on tier 8. Like, if you face a team that has low armor coming at you, you will wipe them out in a few seconds. You could literally kill, what, 3 Pershings in less than a minute on your own? It's ridiculous. And here we go with some sniping shots in the beginning. Ooh, 30 hit. As you can see, that 400 alpha is kicking in. Ah, shame the aim kind of off there. And here I'm forgetting about the the shell velocity. And we see the T-30 is still moving. Are we gonna sneak in a shot? Nah, we missed that one. Now we're gonna make sure we hit this one. Well, we hit it, but we didn't pen it though. But now we haven't. The top speed is a 55 kilometers per hour. And the reverse speed is 20. So the mobility wise, this tank is good. This tank is fine. You have a power to weight ratio of 21, 22, but it's like without anything on it, standard. And you travel very, very fine. And the gun doesn't hamper anything when it comes to your sort of movement. It's a very stable gun, stable platform, stable tank. But if you can double bush slightly better than what I do here, you probably have a little bit of better time. Ah, unfortunate. I guess, or yes, we can. More and more targets appears. We have a standard view range of 370 as well. So we can get up to full view range without too much hassle. Just load up an optics on the tank and boom, full view range. My man. Ah, the AMBT hurts. It hurts. Now I'm getting greedy as well. And my greed does not pay off. And we have to run, because we are getting crushed below us. So, my start wasn't the best here. We could have probably gone up to the regular tank destroyer place, K2, K3. Around there and sniped down on them. But I detest going up to the corners too much, too early. In this match, I do have a turbo in my tank. And I would say this is probably the go-to build to have on it. And I will be traveling up to the top part. As we're getting up here on this top part in the middle, let's see if we can have some snipe shot to see what the ELC will spot for us. And this shell velocity is still catching me a little bit off guard. It's gonna be one of those tanks when you play it or when you mark it, which they eventually will do, is that you have to play it quite a lot, and then you get this sort of emotion towards the shell velocity of this tank to kind of get you suited into it. And here I'm just waiting for the DLC to spot something for him, but they only spot these light tanks and AMBT in the middle, which seems to be just hanging back. We're gonna go see if we can shoot the GSOR 1008. And let's see, they have him pinned into a corner. We will see what we can do about that later. But right now we're looking for the STA-1. This is a lot of the tank destroyers. And you're just minding your own little business. You're trying to snipe, help as much as you can. And we are in a prime position to help my team with whatever problem they might come up. We really hope that the bunch of them over there at E8 is gonna actually spot something. With the last time Indian Panzer was spotted, the Udas maybe, but we're also waiting for my Indian Panzer, Canabra under the AMX-48, to engage the GSOR 1008 in the corner. Ah, Chevy didn't pen. And they are slowly advancing. Don't see the light tank. Do I go from him? No, yes, I think I do. We can look. No, he disappeared, obviously. Pershing is covering the other side. They're getting sniped apart. The bunch of them on E8 or D8. We see the Indian Panzer and the Canaran finally getting closer. Now we only need them for all we need now is for them to push them back a little bit. My team is getting picked apart by this Udas in the corner. I don't know where he's at. I'm guessing he's behind some bush, obviously, but I can't really pinpoint exactly where he's at. And it seems like the GSOR was firing a bit. And my guys still haven't really moved in. No? They're not gonna move in? He's reloading apparently. Alright, he's coming. Alright, finally. Maybe we can finish this. Oh, nice fire. And a second shot as well. Ah, this reload is so vicious. It's so good. And we're thinking what we are gonna be doing. The standard camo for this tank is 16. Forgot to mention that. So you have actually quite okay camo. And obviously with a tank destroyer you're gonna focus on getting that camo up. Maybe Udas sitting over there sniping and okay, now we know where the Udas at. Oh, sometimes you're lucky, And I reckon it was this light tank 432 that spotted us. Dodge and weave. Oh, we managed to dodge this once again. Oh, we just got spotted. This is our moment. Loaded HE. There, got him. Oh my god. Those low armor tanks is gonna feel the earth when a PTK is coming into their face and go absolutely bonkers on them. Let's see what we can do if we can go out here in the middle, snipe the Indian Panzer. Oh no, we have a Pantera coming up. As you can see here, I'm gonna kinda preemptively move my aim far away, further back, just because of the bad shell velocity, and I'm also adjusting my mind that he will actually go back to Pantera. There's a couple of nice shots there. I think we had one blind. We see the Indian Panzer. We're thinking if we can't get out in the middle, we probably can shoot this Indian Panzer, and or the ELC can go in. Keep it looking. We have a little bit spotted. We need to keep moving. On the move we hit them. Luckily. We did like a 3.4, 3.5 in this game. Like all of a sudden the damage just explode out from this one. This PTK. But while they're capping, let's hop into the other game. And here we have the final round here on Paris. And we are gonna showcase how quickly you can ramp up the damage in this tank. And when we get going, you get going in this thing. We're gonna start off with some couple of blind shots. We see the Scorpion took a hit, so we know there's gonna be someone or something in the bushes straight ahead. Hoping we don't get spotted, but we're a little bit fearful, or fearless. We always move back when we shoot, when we don't double bush, because we have no armor, so anything that finds us makes some good damage. And there's a lot of low armored tank stories in the enemy team, some jummy ones. I just read a little bit of fact about this tank. The potential damage that you can do, full on damage, is 16,500 with AP. That is ridiculously a lot. And while my kick-ass movement is going all over the place, while the other potential damage you can do with HE is 27,720. 27,000 damage is the maximum. Oh, 27,720 is the maximum you can do with this tank. And that is a ridiculous amount of damage, actually. Getting a little bit confused how this EMS outline is working and not working. Sometimes the outline bugs out like that. This is a very standard normal play. You knock down the tree so you can sit here and shoot these heavies that are fighting against each other. My 112 versus the KV4. A little bit dirty. You can also knock down the second tree that is right in front of me here as well. Or right to my, well, in my sight here on the right, to further enhance the bush a little bit, so you don't get too easily spotted. I'm gonna capitalize there on the KV4. I see my VK is being a little bit aggressive, so we wanna see how we can support them. And this tank is the second line support tank destroyer that we see in a lot of the new tier 10s and the newer tank destroyers. That is exactly where this one fills in. This thing will be absolutely devastating to fight against if it obviously you work it properly. Like I'm hopefully will be showcasing here. We have them cornered in the enemy team. See the AML1 is moving in. Can we? Yeah, we can start doing some damage. Make sure it's a one shot for the VK. Yeah, the VK picks him up. We can aim the track with the KV4. And here we have the DPM kicking in. That's a disgusting shot. Another disgusting shot with his 270 AP pen. Now I think this tank is gonna be a good credit maker because it's fast firing, high pen, and well, if you're gonna be a tank destroyer, you're gonna be sniping a lot. You just have to overcome the bad shell closing. I'm trying to push on this VK to be a little bit aggressive. Just take that hit for me and I will power through the T-32 quickly. Ooh, Jag Panther though. We keep on going, Jag Panther fired. Oh man, this gun handling is ridiculously good. I would say he's almost as good as a Progetto 46, almost as good. And this is a tank destroyer. Usually tank destroyers have very bad gun handling when it comes to moving around, especially when they turn the turret and the hull. Well, especially when they turn the hull. This thing is like an old T-67. It's a big T-67, this thing, but for tier 8. And we have this juicy HU moving in on them. We can hit the muds. No, he's already down below. Try to get more help from my teammates. Ooh, somehow he didn't pen me in the front. I guess the 65 pen, the 65 armor really kicks in. Nice. Try to shoot through the gaps and the holes in the SC-130 armor there. But no can do. But hey, you can always look. You never know when Wargaming may maybe miss something. Here we have our moods in the back, and of course we hit the truck so we don't do any damage with HE. But don't mind that, we take him out anyway. Oh, this HE 400 flat. Oh, no, 420 even. Let's hop into the garage and go over some more in detail of the tank. In the garage, we will go over the crew, equipment, shells, consumables, and field modification. With the crew, it's pretty much bonkers standard, straight down to business, tank destroyer style. We go with Brothers in Arms first, 6th Sense, Recon, Camo, and then Repair. For the commander, it's Brothers in Arms, Snapshot, I would actually pick, and then Camo, Repair, Deadeye. You could maybe sneak in Deadeye earlier there, but I like to really get up my skills first. So maybe Deadeye on 3rd, but it comes. Maybe retrain later. The driver, this one is also very important to get high up. We go with Brothers in Arms first, smooth ride, then we do off-road driving, Camo, and Repair. We don't really need clutch braking super much here. We keep that all off. The loader, very important to pick. Brothers in Arms, Intuition, and then we will pick Camo, and then Repair, and then a safe stowage. We can pick safe stowage on the 3rd as well to wait with the Camo and Repair, but I have not been ammo ranked once in this tank, and I don't think safe stowage is gonna save you too many times when it comes to this tank. Maybe you can be a little bit funny and pick an adrenaline rush, get that DPM even higher. For the equipment, I like to go with an IRM, optics, and rammer. Optics so we get full view range. Rammer because the DPM is ridiculous. Maybe this is one of the few tanks where we don't pick a rammer actually, but I think that it also comes down to that you do want to have this ridiculous DPM. The IRM is maybe not so useful because I think this is the better equipment style. You go with the rammer, optics, and then turbo. The turbo is really to help you that the quicker rotation and quicker movement just in general. And the gun is very good without an IRM. Just with an IRM, it just becomes that slight good. You can also maybe switch it out, put some low noise exhaust system, but I think I'll rather have the turbo or the IRM for that than that. The shells, this is a big thing. You can either go with the full like this, or you can dump the AP and take more HE. That you have that's for sniping on the long range versus the light tanks. I like to have 15 as my max amount of HE. And then, you know, first aid, repair, and then you have rations just to boost up the tank to even greater length. For the field modification, you go with the reinforced suspension, 100% the best one, and the parallax adjustment, so we get the smaller aiming circle, and then the right angle periscope with a slightly more view range. And we obviously pick optics, scouting here for the optics, because we're gonna use optics no matter what for the full view range. That's my little review of the ShPTK-TVP. It's actually called, why is it called PTK though? I wish I checked this before the stream. Doesn't say, probably prototype something, because everything is a prototype. But that is my little review of the ShPTK-TVP. I like this tank. It's a very fun tank to play and very fun tank to move around and do things with. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.